Are these draws getting easier to take?
God, what was a draw pain today? $1.50 maybe. Yeah, look, it feels a little bit different than the draw a couple of weeks ago. Mainly because we found ourselves down on the scoreboard by 10 at one stage and by 7 when we got a red card. So, the boys did show a lot of character to fight their way back into that, and challenging conditions and kick smart second half, and able to squeeze out a draw and almost steal it again.
Happy, unhappy with that result though, and how you played up until obviously Luke Allen was a big moment too, and then Hodge at the end?
Look, something we've talked a lot about. We've got to turn pressure into points. We've got to create more go forward in our carries, create quicker ball on our clean. Having said that, they're a phenomenal defensive side, and they tackle individually. They tackle really well. So there's a lot of dominance in their tackles, which gives you slow ball. But we had opportunities, didn't we? And they grabbed theirs as soon as they got them, and then like I say, we're able to fight our way back into it.
And what do you say to Reece? Like same story over again. You feel for him every day?
Yeah, look, I feel for him because he kicked pretty well. The quality of that conversion from out wide to level it up, and there wasn't too many people lining up to have that shot, and so look, it would have been nice if he'd been able to convert that, but is what it is.
How do you assess this season, Dave? If he nails all three of those, almost an excellent season. You win the Tri-Nations, and draw to those like seriously if you don't get the trophy. How do you sort of weigh it all up?
Yeah, look, we're a work in progress. We're good men who have worked hard, who've come together well, but I guess, as I've said, we need to see that reflected in performance, and there's no lack of heart and no lack of effort, but we've got to be way more clinical. We've defended pretty well over the last few weeks, and so we've made strides in that area. But as I've talked a bit about, I think discipline was disappointing tonight. We allowed them to squeeze us a bit, and we made some dumb errors and got punished for it. So look, there's obviously areas that we know we need to be better. Look, I don't know, we won 1 out of 6 if you look at it from that perspective. Look, it's disappointing, but I guess we've got an understanding of where we're at, the shifts we need to make, and look forward to seeing how these boys develop and apply pressure to us through Super Rugby.
Dave, you've spoken a lot about game management over the season, also discipline in key moments. These 3 games that have ended in draws, can you put your finger? Is there a pattern on all 3 games about what needs to happen to turn those draws into wins?
Yeah, I mean, you got to convert one of those opportunities, and it's a different result. Like I said, there were some silly penalties out there tonight that were avoidable, and that put us under pressure. So like I say, we need to be more clinical, need to be more accurate. We turned over a lot of balls, especially on the penalty advantage tonight, where often down at the end you get 5, 6, 7, 8 phases to have a crack and put them under more pressure. So, but like I know the ball was slippery. Both sides battled to deal with that, which is obviously a pity. But you got to play to the conditions, and I thought we did a pretty good job after half time, strangling them, and creating opportunities for us.
Dave, we all know the new rules that are in place for tackles. 1 red card tonight, 3 yellow cards for incidents in the past that would have not incurred even a penalty. Do you have any thoughts about whether it's shifted too far?
Look, in the end, all we can do is play within the law. I know World Rugby are getting a committee together at the moment, and they're meeting early next week to discuss where things are at and how it's going to be adjudicated. But look, it's clearly contact to the head is something we want out of the game, and It's the way Gus saw it tonight, and we've got no issues with his decisions.
Michael, when you hit Sanchez, did you think that's it? Yellow card also because of what happened to Brother before?
I saw them differently. One had a cocked arm, mine was trying to get a wrap. I figure if I hit him in the head, he probably shouldn't have come back on, because if I hit him that hard and it was contact to the head, it's probably not passing HIA. So I don't know. In slow-mo, things look worse. But hey, I'm not contesting the thing. We got on with it. We dealt with it, and I've got to be better there. I've got to work out how I can clean him out in that position when he's trying to pilfer the ball coming in there. So that's on me to improve.
How are the players feeling in reflection of the sixth test?
It's a hollow feeling, after a draw. That's the immediate feeling. Again, we'll debrief. We'll see what we can do. In this short time that before we split, we've been together a long time, 70 odd days now, and it's been a really enjoyable campaign, and a bit disappointing that we haven't been able to get the results like Dave's talking about and converting that, because it has been really good, but without results it doesn't show to everyone else, and we're desperate for that. We really want to be able to show everyone some of the good stuff we're doing. Hollow, disappointing, but in saying that, the effort from our guys and the staff and our and RA to get us on the park and to get a lot of games here. I'm a very proud Wallaby at the moment that we've been able to play those games and have a lot of characters putting their hand up to get rugby on the field and play.
Are the shifts in the game, perhaps both of you can answer this, the shifts in the game, is it almost as much psychological as skill-wise? In the sense of being able to win those moments of the death?
Well, we've put ourselves in position to win all of them.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's psychological. I think all of those games shouldn't have come down to a last-minute penalty attempt. We had opportunities tonight to convert and put a bit of scoreboard pressure on them. But Argentinians are very good at hanging in games. They don't play an enormous amount of footy, and I guess conditions probably suited them a fair bit tonight. And we had to resort to quite a lot of kicking, but as we found when we overplayed, we made a lot of errors and gifted in field position. So we're gone from a team that barely kicked to a team that managed that last part of a game pretty well. So we've got so much more in us, and looking forward to showing that next year.
There's been extremely positive reaction to the anthem. Can you just talk us through, Michael, what it felt, singing that and the preparation led into that, and how that made you feel, on both parts?
Absolutely. We were practicing it during the week, and our guys were. It was never a question. We're very proud to have that opportunity to do it, and I think it sounded pretty good too. Wearing an Indigenous jersey, singing that in Aboriginal and then Australia, then English was great, and it was great to be a part of.
Would you like to see it become not even when you're wearing the Indigenous jersey, would you like to see that become a mainstay?
I guess that's going to be something that's going to be discussed.
Michael, when do you take off for Japan, and what are you hoping to get out of that stint now?
I have not even thought about it.
Dave, how do you rate the progress or lack of Jordan Petaia?
Guys like Geordie, as a midfielder, it's always easier when you go forward. So, again, the Pumas are good tonight at getting 2 men in tackles, slowing our ball down, getting a wall in front, which limits his opportunity. So look, he's a young man. He's a kid still. He's got a lot to learn. He's going to be better for the experience, as a lot of our young men are. And he'll go away to Super Rugby and work hard and put pressure on us with selection again next year. So, we've got a number of good young men who I think will have long careers in the jersey, and we look forward to seeing that.